Hey guys, it's Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffie Hoops. So it's NBA playoff time. NBA playoffs start tonight, and we're excited for playoffs. Sadly, our Indiana Pacers are not in it, which is
still repping though.
Heart wrenching. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, But yeah, I'm excited for the playoffs, and I hope you guys are too. In today's video, we're discussing and predicting what we think the first round is going to be like in the playoffs. Yeah.
So there are 8 series in the first round, 4 in the West, 4 in the East. The first one we'll be talking about is the Utah Jazz series. We're filming this a bit early, so we don't know whether the Warriors or the Memphis Grizzlies won, but it'll say that below.
It's the Warriors.
I have the Jazz winning in 6.
I wouldn't say either way. I have the Jazz winning in 6. If it's the Grizzlies, I would have them winning in like 5.
Maybe. But
the Warriors, I have them winning in 6.
I say Memphis could still take 2 games.
Because I see John taking a game. I see Steph Curry taking 2.
Okay. I could see that, yeah.
That's my opinion. I mean, not much to say about that. Utah's the 1 seed.
Right.
They're a solid team.
They're without Donovan Mitchell right now, but I feel like that shouldn't be a huge factor. They still have a lot of scoring. He should be back for second, third round, so it shouldn't hurt them too much. They should be able to still get out of the series, even if it goes to 7.
Yeah, and they have a generally easy path up until.
Well, they have
actually no, not really.
They have the Clippers, and then
never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah,
okay. But yeah, on to the next series.
That would be.
Is it Los Angeles Suns?
Or yeah, Phoenix versus
Lakers.
The Lakers. I have that game I have this series going to 7, and I have the Lakers winning the series. I just say LeBron and AD are way too much for the Clippers, or not the Clippers, the Suns.
If a series is going to 7, and LeBron's in the series,
yeah,
LeBron's team's winning the series.
The Suns are gonna have to blow out the Lakers if they're gonna win. Like, they're just going to have to hope LeBron and AD are 100%. They're going to have to hope that that they can combat the size. They're going to have to hope a lot of things. And I feel like that's too much to ask for when you're playing the Lakers, even when they have a lot of uncertainties also.
So, yeah, I think Lakers, they're a championship team.
Yeah.
There's only so many teams that I see as a championship team, and Lakers are one of them. The next game. So it's Denver versus series. Sorry, Denver versus. I'm not blanking on who they're playing.
Portland.
Who's Denver versus Portland?
Yeah,
I have Denver in 5. I think
same.
I think they. I just feel like. There's a couple players that I see this year just having enough playoff experience at this point that they're going to do really good playoff.
Yeah.
And Nikola Jokic is one of them. I'm not saying he did bad in previous playoffs necessarily, but he went to the conference finals last year. But
right.
I think he's going to do really good. He's the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not like, yeah, he's MVP. There's not much to say. I just think he's going to carry that team to beat Portland, which really just, I don't see going anywhere.
I wanted to put
Portland team is just kind of.
Yeah. I feel like Portland's kind of shorthanded right now. Not really injury-wise, but, they just don't have the talent that they used to have. They don't have the depth that they used to have. I kind of wanted to put this series as a sweep, but I feel like Damian Lillard, he's going to just ball out one game and he's going to take a game from them. He's always done that. He's always been clutch in playoff games. That's one reason I don't want to bet against them, but when you have Nikola Jokic, it's kind of hard to not go against him.
The last first round series for
The West.
the West, the West is Clippers versus Mavericks.
Right.
I have Clippers in 7.
I have Clippers in 6. So yeah, very similar. It's just going to be too much for Luka again, Kawhi, and Paul George. They have Serge Ibaka now, so they kind of improved a bit. And the Mavericks haven't really improved. They kind of gotten worse, having Josh Richardson instead of Seth Curry. But I feel like this is his test now. He's going to have to guard one of their top 2 players. We're going to see how that goes. But this is the reason they traded for him. And if he can do well, maybe they can sneak out the series. But I feel like it's kind of really hard to bet against Kawhi in a first-round series.
I mean, Kawhi is a proven playoff performer. There's not much to be said. And then the only reason I have the series being close for Dallas is Luka, obviously.
There's so many great teams in the West. The West is so deep that it's really hard to bet against a lot of these teams. And this is why these playoffs are going to be so entertaining. They're going to be so much fun to watch. There's so many good teams that you can root for, you can root against. And I'm really glad that at least in the West you have all this. Moving on to the East, where it's a lot more top heavy, not as much depth. But we're going to start with the first series. Philadelphia versus Washington. And I have Philly in 6.
6?
Yeah.
I have Philly in a gentleman's sweep.
Okay.
For 1. I mean, I don't know.
I just see...
I can see 6, though.
Yeah, Washington's on a roll right now. They had one fluke game against Boston. They're going to make this series a decent series. Not much to be said about this series.
But another thing,
in my opinion, at least.
Oh, I feel like a thing that the Washington Wizards rely on is Bradley Beal scoring like 30 points, like above 30 points. But
it's just something he can do every game.
But he has not been the same. Like, he's been iffy since his injury.
Right.
And like against the Pacers, he scored 8. Against the Pacers tonight, he scored 25. Sorry, I can't read numbers. But he scored 25 against the Pacers, which is just like.
I mean, TJ McConnell.
Philadelphia is an amazing, but Philadelphia is by far a way better defending team.
Yeah, that's true.
They have 3 of the top 10 defenders in the league.
Yeah. They have a lot of wing depth, wing defenders.
Yeah.
I could just see Russell Westbrook playing really well, Bradley Beal playing really well. Each of them take a game. I'm not advocating for them winning the series. I don't think that's going to be remotely close to possible. But like, they're going to make this an entertaining series.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of entertaining series, I think Brooklyn, Boston, so the 2 and the 7. I feel like it'll be fun, but I still see Brooklyn winning in like 5.
I have them sweeping this series.
Sweeping?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to give Jason Tatum some respect.
Right.
He can put up like 50-point game nights anytime he wants. What are you gonna? I mean, so can like Harden.
But is that going to be enough to outscore Durant, Harden, and Kyrie? A healthy Brooklyn Nets is almost unstoppable. I say the only team that could stop them then is LeBron. Like a healthy LeBron team.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to
I don't know.
look at health there, but like I could see Brooklyn easily taking out Boston in this series.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, and then next in the East is New York. Wait, no, Milwaukee
Milwaukee, Miami.
Heat.
Yep.
Milwaukee, Miami. Um. I have Milwaukee in 6.
I have Miami in 6.
I have Miami. I think Miami's a good team, but Giannis is here's my thoughts on Giannis. He's so, you know how I talked about Jokic earlier and how he's going to really get in playoff mode. I think Giannis, now that he didn't win MVP this season and that people are just like kind of voter fatigue him with MVP now, he's locked in. And like I think sometimes in the playoffs they kind of go into it like, oh, I'm the MVP, blah 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 blah. Like, and I'm not saying he was like cocky just necessarily, but like I think maybe he wasn't always going in with that playoff attitude. But like I feel like this season he's going in. He had like, a playoff team with Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, everyone, all of those guys around him. I just think he's locking it, and he's going to be amazing this playoff. That's what I think, at least.
Two things. I don't trust Coach Bud in the playoffs. Eric Spoelstra is going to outcoach him like crazy. Again, like that's one reason they won the series. They had great teamwork, great chemistry, and Spoelstra outcoached him. They'll be able to stop Giannis still. They have a Giannis stopper in Adebayo, and then they're going to have team defense. They don't have another guy that can create his own shot consistently. They're going to need another like almost like a facilitator point guard. That's why I think they should have a guy like Malcolm Brogdon. I feel like that's the guy that'll take them over the hump. And Miami is the worst matchup for them to see this. Like of those bottom 4 teams, Miami is the worst matchup for them. And I'd say they can exploit that and beat them again. I'd say Milwaukee still takes 2 games, but Miami should win this series.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really say, but like, I still think Milwaukee 6.
Yeah, I see both sides. I see Giannis improving, but I could also see Giannis collapsing again. Either way is very likely. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks series. I have the New York Knicks in 7. I think it'll be a great series between 2 fun teams led by Julius Randle and then Trae Young. It'll be great for New York, especially Julius Randle leading the Knicks to their first series win since like 2013. So I think that'll be really awesome for the city, really fun for the fans, really great for New York and for Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, I have New York in 6, so pretty much same thing. Again, yeah, it's great for New York. They haven't been in the playoffs in years, but it's one thing to just be in the playoffs, like first round and everything, and like just get out first round versus like getting in the playoffs and winning your first round.
Right.
Which that can just do a lot for an NBA team. And like their fan base. I also think there's a lot to prove for just like Trae Young and Julius Randle and everything. They can show what type of player they can be for an NBA team. And I mean, yeah, it'll be a fun series. Yeah, once again, 2 fun teams to watch, even though Trae Young can be kind of annoying sometimes, but it'd be fun to see him in the playoffs for the first time.
Right.
And so now, as like we're gonna do with every like kind of playoff prediction, recap, whatever, we're gonna say like what we think the finals matchup is gonna be and who the champion is gonna be.
So we might revise this midway through because our team might go out. Well, so like, okay.
So for my prediction, it may be a little controversial, especially because of how we talked about it early in the video. But I actually have the Bucks versus the Clippers in the finals, and the Bucks winning in 6.
So you have the Bucks winning it all? Got it.
Yeah,
So
Giannis leading his team to.
So I'm gonna stick by my original season prediction. Go back, watch that video if you guys want to watch that. We'll be reacting to that after the season for a punishment video. But I have the Lakers versus the Nets for the finals, with the Lakers winning it all. Both teams have been dealing with health issues all season. Hopefully, those teams can kind of deal with those. Maybe just overcome them, and by the finals we have two really dominant teams, big three in Brooklyn, technically the big 15 as Kevin Durant likes to call them, and for the Lakers you just have LeBron, AD, and then a decent supporting cast with Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond, and then Dennis Schroeder, but I know he's been injured, so they just got to overcome health, and I think this will be a great series to watch in the finals.
I really hope it's not, though. I feel like that's just such a boring matchup to have.
Why?
Just because, like...
It's the two best teams going at it.
Fun to watch, but, like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like that's what you get when you put, like, a 2K simulation in, and then...
That's true.
And then you get those two teams. It'll be fun, though. Like, they're obviously really fun teams and good, amazing teams to watch.
If you're asking if you're asking what I hope for, it would be
versus Grizzlies.
Yeah, it would be Denver versus Indiana, but that's not going to happen because Pacers are in the playoffs.
Because the Pacers literally just lost in the play-in.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we kind of expected that. Like, we weren't in 7 or 8.
I had them losing to the Celtics even when we thought never mind. We're getting sidetracked. The Pacers suck. So that basically wraps up today's video. Just basically, it's just we're recapping the first round, and we'll do this. We'll recap and then predict the next round every time a playoff round ends, if that makes sense. So similar to this. So yeah, just be notified, be aware of like when new videos come out for this NBA playoff. Again, sorry for like technical issues today. It was just bad, and I had to switch to my phone like towards the end. We have a few announcements. One, we started a Discord server for our channel. Link will be in the description below. 2, we both are getting 2K21 current gen just because it's free on the Epic store. And so there will be videos of rebuilds, maybe play each other, anything like that. So yeah, that'll be fun. And then, yeah, I mean, there's not much else. Just leave comments below of what future videos you want us to do or what you thought of our opinion today. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next video. Peace.